Welcome to the Valorant First Strike Qualifiers. Myself and dusT will be bringing you both best of threes of today, and it will be a long, long journey for these teams taking part. But every journey starts with a single step, and that's what we're here to cover today.
Oh, absolutely, man. And what's great about this is no one gets any freebies, Vince. There might be a couple of buys in the bracket due to seeding, but everyone has to participate in these open qualifiers and kickstart that process to qualifying for the first Riot Run event, which is First Strike, which is kind of what everyone's really been waiting for, to take that next step, to have that next level of prestige to an event that everyone gets to compete for. And this should be an absolute blast, and I'm glad that we have the opportunity to bring it to the people out there, Vince.
Odin, in the meanwhile, is spraying through all of these walls, hoping for the best. It's speculative from tens and don't get anything in return.
That is definitely a wall that is very spammable, and there's a lot of players who will play behind that or in the back of the site and could be hit, but not that time around. As you know, Raze's boombot doesn't really tell Retro much. I mean, this is a normal default spot for Relics anyway, so this isn't telling him too much just yet. But as we can see, Cloud9 are starting to gear up all their players here, and he's going to soon find out what he's up against, and it'll be down to whether or not he can get a shot and get away and give his team an advantage.
If they slow peek this, though, he should be favored to get the kill, but Relic still takes his head off. Retro was there for so long.
30 seconds left.
And how important could that moment be? This could be the beginning of the end. Renegades will be stuck at screens again, with Cloud9 getting up close. From the shadows has been popped. Omen trying to get around the back. And as the spike gets planted, alt line is good, but so is Vice's aim. Wins some now from the backside. He's spraying them down, goes in for the defuse. Already half of it is done. He's going to stick onto this. He can keep going. No one's there to deal with him, and he'll get the clutch single-handedly.
Aggressive mid-smoke here from Dignitas. They're not really playing off the back, but they're just hoping it kind of keeps Envy honest on how fast they work up middle. As we do see that Dignitas are likely gonna have to defend against an NVB burst play. Again, they like to do the raised blast packing with the breach flashes to just kind of pounce in here, and we'll see how it works.
Fire in the hole!
Has been picked up, doesn't get any kills though. Odorous goes in with the first. It's a great flashpoint, and Mummy makes the most of that. Headshot onto Sam. They came into this round with 2 sheriffs. Economy was in real trouble, but they're making what little they had work. Depth again is having a lot of impact with this operator, but he finally falls prey to Mummy. And that will be all down to Maka, but not for much longer. There we go. Envy finally get themselves back into winning ways.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you always expect from Envy when you see that breach raise combination into B lobby that early. You know that the blast pack combo is coming. And even if it doesn't get a kill, what it does is create space. Then they're able to use their cyber cages and such to kind of block off that initial crossing point.
Oh no! Oh, he's just got away with it. Then comes back around again, though, curving like a boomerang, and Bergie gets it on the back of the head.
Oh,
I thought he was dead the first time of asking.
So was I, and then I bet he was feeling real cool when it drove by. But Roomba, he's too smart for that. He's come on back.
A paranoia tossed in return. Shot dart on top of it. We'll see Scoob off and keep the remainder of 100 thoughts. Oh, pardon me.
That's a lot of thoughts, Vince. Maybe too many thoughts. Yeah.
They need all 100 of them right now to take this side because they are being obliterated. And this Hiko with a 4K.
Again, just kind of like when we're talking about Envy playing at Sentinels, they are a team that, again, really favors the fast-paced play. They're a very explosive team, either up short A or, you know, doing the classic B-splits through long. And Hiko, obviously Cypher being used by Finesse, usually going to be kind of that A-side lord, particularly trying to fight for Showers control. So this is all pretty standard. It's just going to be that early short A emphasis for Envy to kick things off this particular round while they leave Silva behind at the fountain, which is, again, standard to have kind of your intel players on the periphery of the map. As Finesse will clear out Showers with the cam. One-way smoke is in place on the double stack box. That's so annoying to deal with if you're an attacking team on bind. It just kind of forces you to wait. Or maybe even pivot your emphasis elsewhere on the map, as it looks like they do indeed want to shift over towards Hookah's side, but Killjoy will be there, and her utility can be oh so pesky to deal with to get control of this area of the map.
Oh, absolutely. Has already forced them back as well. You can see that just single-handedly neutralizing Caboose, but also forcing the Phoenix away. Food couldn't get anything done. Now they do regain what was once theirs. getting back into hookah, but it's a great cost and a lot of time. Additionally, a lot of resources here, dusT. They have to try and go back now towards short A.
Indeed, at least they're able to clear Jet off that boosted position with the drone, but as you said, they're running out of time and they're also low on personnel, and Odorous is standing firm here with the Vandal to keep the main advantage flowing. Superman now coming in as reinforcements, and Dignitas is sweeping through this round. Envy got halted at every corner. Really great stout defense here from Dignitas, really slowing down the fast-paced play that Envy like to implement.
A lot of time is elapsed already, dusT. They've got to get a move on.
They do, but the thing is, with them having this A heaven pressure, it's really kind of keeping Renegades sold on this being an investment towards A. They're not really able to freely rotate, and all it does is allow B heaven to be even more vulnerable. It's just the two defenders on the side itself, and the rotation's going to be a ways off, and Finn's doing a great job holding those A players in place.
Falling Thunder has been dispersed, and our Renegades realize that they are completely out of position. Relics alongside Shinobi get the entries that they were desperately looking for, and even though time is of the essence, they put enough down to make this round theirs. Mitch is still alive, somehow, someway, with the classic 3 bullets in the magazine, and fainting out Winsome, who then gets sprayed out from Relics. Great round, Cloud9. Not only do they take it, they don't lose a single player in the process.
Yeah, that's just good map control there from Cloud9, and when you have that type of control and Renegades have no way to get information back, or you know, they really either have to just turtle up and hope for the best, or they have to try to make some type of aggressive play. They kind of just sat back, and you know, I think that Tim's did a good job on the Reyna, you know, doing just enough to sell the idea that A was still very much a threat, when in reality, you know, Cloud9 had diverted into middle, which was open. They got into B heaven. There was really only the 2 defenders on the side itself. The rotation was pretty far off, and Cloud9 got in there, got the spike down, and made sure that the retake could never get underway. So round for Renegades, who are a team that definitely can do these nice little burst type plays. They're very comfortable just kind of using the raised blast pack and the jet dash with, you know, a combination of breach flashes to really just kind of close distance and try to knock the defense off guard. And so it looks like we're going to be seeing that again. Their team doesn't really play default a lot, Vince. They really do kind of favor lining up these executes early on, and it's going to happen again.
Straight out. Nothing slow, nothing steady about this, but the over-aggression may be an overextension.
Not enough time is really elapsed to make this a surefire round for Sentinels. FNS with the next one. Sick needs to hold the line against 4. There's 2, picks up 3, and a 4th. Beautiful hold by Sick. A hero play that Sentinels desperately required.